can have a surplus, but we need an external loan to attract the surplus to making sure
yes,
the model.
If the surplus you are going to export, you need to have an export source, external source. But if you are not going to export that, you don't need the external source.
他说的是这样，就模型里面，比如说武汉这个模型的话，它可以有就是那个出超，就它可以有出超或者入超，就是在模型里面，就是武汉这一区域是这样的。但是模型里面除了这个武汉这个以外呢，它外边有那个 external zone，就外面那个就是比如说我武汉周围8个县市，我可以用一个 zone 来代表，比如哪个 zone，比如孝感，我用一个 zone 来代表。就是他做这个 equilibrium 的时候，确实是有那部分这个出超部分。但是我把这出超部分说出来，我有这部分就是出超部分，然后呢，我必须要在我这个 external zone 里面把这个出超这部分加过去，就是我的 external zone 里面吸引这部分出超，就我出超这部分被吸引到这个 external zone 里面，然后保证它这个武汉这个模型它是均衡的，就这部分是可以有的，但是你必须有一个 external zone 去接收它出超这部分，
这就是 PA 平衡。
对，是的，
才能分布。
对，你必须有一个 external zone 去接收它多的这部分。
Any other question? Okay.
I have a question. Do you include all the parameters that should be calibrated in the model? Because when I read the technical memorandum, I found there are a lot of parameters in the formulation. So I was wondering, is this presentation include all the parameters that need to be calibrated?
Because what we presented here is what we have, right? We have,
and also because you cannot, we most of the time we don't calibrate all the parameters, but if you have data, we can estimate those parameters as well. For example, household location choice. It's a nested logic model. What we need to estimate is the dispersion parameter and the constants. So we estimating the constants in the calibration, but we are not estimating the dispersion parameter. But if you have a database, for example, if you know in the Wuhan, if you have maybe 100,000 data points, if you know households, in which zone these households are living, and what are the price they are paying for their space, and what are the labor types they are producing, we can estimate that dispersion parameter also if we have the data. For example, in the Alberta model we estimated that dispersion parameters and constant using the household survey data. We didn't go to this calibration because we already have the survey data. Because survey data is more accurate than the aggregate data. So we use, because it's depend on the how much data you have. If you have lots of data, we can actually estimate most of these parameters in the model. So for example, in the Wuhan model, we borrowed most of the parameters from the Alberta model and we used it here, but we are calibrating the parameters depending on the data we have here. But if you have lots of data, definitely you can estimate most of these parameters.
Thank you.
okay.
I have a question. On your PPI mentioned about the constants. I want to know what the constants. What that is computed something. In this, I have got the document right here mentioned phenomenal. There is, I think I didn't know how to explain clearly. So I want to know how to get the constant data, how to when the data, how to use it.
What is the data she has?
You want to know about the constant?
The constant data.
Yeah,
This is the
constant.
table, the
你这样，你这样，你去说中文，然后让那个谁，
翻译是吧？好
或，者我来翻译。
是这样的，在那个灯片里面，他提到了关于他们有一个分了5个公司，里面提到了一个关于 constants 的一个东西，它是在那个重里面用到的。然后呢，我想知道的就是说，它那个是如何得到，就是说，首先我要知道它的这个 constant， 它这个目标是用来干什么的，这是第一个问题。第二个就是这个 constants， 它是如何得到的一个数据，从哪里来的？数据从哪里来的？就这两个问
Okay,
题
two。questions. The first one, in the utility function, there is a constant in the function. Now, where is the constant coming from? And what does the constant mean? 一个是从哪来的，第二是干什么用的，是吗？
对对对。
The first one, where is the constant coming from? The second one, what does the constant mean?
So which function? Because we have constant.
Oh,
in
we
the,
are selecting the zones. You remember?
the first level.
The
选
upper level. The
location
zone
choice.
location choice.
We have theoretical formulation.
Let's go back to the second slide.
We have theoretical formulation.
Yeah, book here. Yeah. Can you tell the page number so we directly look at that one?
I think I should.
Which page number?
If you are looking at the theoretical formulation.
23.
是
23.
Go. Scroll down. Scroll down.
Oh.
Scroll down. Stop. Okay. The first line. The utility function.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
This one, right?
对耶。
Okay. So this one is very important. This constant actually is a very important parameter in the PECAS model. So this is actually giving us it's actually an attraction factor for the activities. For example, for the households, that's the same question I got in the morning. We call the X factor here. So here you have a constant plus X factor. This part, this whole part come into this location utility function. This constant estimated by the PECAS model, AA model in the base year. Because in the base year, we are constraining the model. So only in the base year we constrain the model. So in the future years, because if you are running the model from 2008 to 2030, 2008 is our base year and the calibration year. So we are constraining the model means you know where the activities are. For example, you know how many households in zone 101, you know how many households in zone 102. Those information you know in the base year. So then we constrain the model in the base year. It's very important to understand the base year we are constraining the model. So can you explain that? Maybe did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay.
因为这个 constant 是从 base year 里来，因为你 base year 里面你有那 observed data，你就知道它到底是选的哪个 zone，然后它从你已经知道这个 base year 你选那个 zone 里面，然后把这个 constant 算出来。
Yeah. So using the constraints in the base year.
啊。
它是怎么算出来的？有公司或者是？
Yeah. The constraint the base year, the model converging, it's searching the prices, right?
Okay. How do you calculate the constant?
This is calculated by when the model converge. It's calculated by the AA model, optimization algorithm. This is calculated by the AA module in the base year. We are not calculating this part in the future years.
I can add something here. You know, when you run the base year model, you have activity constraint, right? So base year run at activity constraint, but future year you are not using activity constraint. But model knows how much of the activities were there, so it generates the constant based on those activities. So the model knows that how much of the activities were there in the previous year, but the model don't use the constant at the base year, but the future year is going to use that constant.
But this constant we can change this constant in the future years. For example, this actually saying how attractive the zone is.
I think she cares about how did you guys calculate the constant from convergence?
In model converge, it's searching the prices, right, for the conversions. That means we are optimizing we are actually minimizing the error, supply and demand error. So we are searching the converged prices. So, but in the meantime, in the base year, we also search in the value for this constant. So in the base year, when we run the model, we also search the prices and also we search the value for this constant.
就
解释呀。
就他在 A model 里面去那个算那个收敛的时候，然后是算出来这个 constant。
哦，他那个是从收敛，刚刚看那个图，那几张图是这样。
对，这个是我们建模里面最通用的一个技术，就是在调整模型的时候，很多时候是要调整 constant 调整完了，那么我把这个人口或者就业分到每个小时的血量，就和我的这个观测的值越来越近，对吧？我就是调整它的大小。但是这个 constant 有一个在建模的时候要有一个度，就是说 constant 一定要相对我的这个方程的其他部分要比较小，否则的话，如果 constant 很大，你这边万一乘上个10，乘上个5，这个模型都不怎么动，那这个模型就死掉了。也就是说，但是这个调整 constant， 然后 match 这个 target， 这是我们建模里基本上最简单的一个东西，就是调整它这个参数值、观测值和这个预测值，或者不是估计值，在今年的这个估测值、估计值和观测值是最相近的，这个是我们调整模型最简单的。OK。So, I mean, I say let's just we stop here just for tea break or whatever, for water break.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
for the following session, we should. I suggest you to just show us how to do the 3-step calibration by playing something on the computer.
Okay.
Just give them some sense about how to do the calibration.
Okay, we can do that.
这就把那个关了，我们休息10到15分钟啊，大家不要这么